I'm Brittany from Vibrate Life, and I am the founder of, well, I'm trying to incorporate more plant-based eating in all families. So right now, Annabella chopped these zucchinis. You can also spiralize it, but I am mashing it now very finely, and it's not cooked, it's all raw, so that it's edible for baby
Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, Jax.
Oh, he even smiled. Hi, and Jax. He's trying mango right now.
Hi, Jax.
We cut up this mango and then pureed it, and it's his first time trying the mango.
So
how is he liking it?
I think he approves. He likes it pureed and mashed.
And mashed.
Yes, he does.
Either way.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, good.
Jackson is teething right now, and Chastity, his mom, just shared that they use the green part of the green onion, right, Chas?
Oh, you okay?
The green part of the green onion,
yes,
and so you can
correct.
see just this part, and he chews on it because he's teething, right? And so he's chewing on it, and it helps to numb the gums. And I never did this when I had kids. I think that's just brilliant. What are the benefits of green onions? Do we know?
Well, it has that numbing effect for the teething.
Right, but like what vitamins and...
They're also anti-cancerous. So having onions in your diet, especially raw that aren't cooked, are really beneficial.
Yeah.
To have them, so chives, they're not so strong as you would have like a regular white onion. So for babies, it's perfect. And for the teething that Chastity found out.
Yes, and it's really cheap too, so you can buy a lot of them in bulk, and they go through them very quickly. So you always want to make sure that you have another one washed and lined up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And to be careful, because when they eat them, they do tend to chew, and they leave little parts, so you want to make sure that you're watching them very closely while they're doing that.
Yeah, you said that you wanted, like, to be careful that it doesn't tear and stuff like that in their mouth.
So it's some of Jackson's favorite foods. We're trying to incorporate more greens. Like, for example, he loves avocado. So we're going to try and adding some zucchini, mashed up zucchini in there, and some sprouts as well. So we'll just mix this avocado with the pureed zucchini and a little bit of sprouts. They were organic clover sprouts. I was trying to find broccoli, but they had clover ones, and they're rinsed. I just put a little bit with the zucchini, and we'll add a little bit of the avocado because baby Jackson loves avocado. So it'll just be incorporating a little bit more green.
Jackson. So so Chastity, will you bring him over here, because I want the people to see his face when he tries it. Now this could go. This could go
either way, so we'll see. So I'm adding the avocado here with a little bit of the zucchini mash.
All right, I'll grab a different spoon.
Okay. And we'll see how he likes it. Just adding some zucchini and sprouts, and we could have easily added spinach or lettuce as well.
But the most important thing is Jackson is 7 months?
Yes.
7 months old. So he's little. He's an itty bitty thing.
There we go.
And so he's ready.
Pretty much
he's ready.
pureed, but we just
stamped it down with a fork. Oh. Oh, he likes it. He does like it.
You like it?
Oh, but let me purse my lips a little bit so you can't put that back in my mouth.
Let's see.
Hi. You're on TV too?
So this is just a really simple way of incorporating more greens with foods that they already like.
Yeah.
So even with the mango, because Jackson likes the mango,
I think you approve.
Yeah,
we could have even kind of made a mango dressing on top of the zucchini as well.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So mixing the vegetable inside the fruit too.
Exactly.
How fantastic is that? So we know that avocados are super good for us. I mean, they've got all the
healthy fats.
Healthy fats, yes.
Yes, which is imperative for brain development.
And so this was one question that I always had about veganism is why should we not cook? Why do they have to be raw? Like, what is the situation with that?
Yeah, well, raw foods, you are preserving the nutrients intact. Whereas if they're cooked, you're kind of killing off those nutrients, and also you're going to be adding oils or heating it up, where you're killing really great nutrients that the plant is intended to provide for you.
Right.
So it's best to keep them raw, and I mean for babies, because they have such a fine palate and they're brand new to everything, it's great to get them in the habits of having these whole food plant-based foods right away. So for them to have more greens in their diet, starting them early, like he loves avocado. Just having it plain is a great start.
Yeah.
But then slowly incorporating zucchini, lettuce, sprouts into it all the time, so that they're more and more familiar with it all the time.
Yeah. Well, my son deals with autism, and anything green, except for maybe a green apple, he'll have. And he's always been that way, like always. I'm always trying to find easy ways to incorporate vegetables into his diet.
Yeah.
But he has a really sensitive palate.
Sure.
And so, like, I've tried to put the broccoli inside of the spaghetti sauce, and he tastes it right away. He, like, knows. And so he won't eat that. But it's good to know about the raw situation, because I think people, number one, they get canned vegetables and think, oh yeah, well, it's cheaper or it's more convenient because you can just open up the can, but there really are no benefits to canned vegetables.
Right.
Nutritional benefits.
Yeah, there's a lot of preservatives in canned fruits and vegetables, so they are going to expire quickly, but if you're eating them and incorporating them in your diet all the time, I mean, it's the best way to go.
Awesome.
Jackson's primary diet is still breast milk, which is the most important, of course. But then when you're adding onto solid foods, it's not really solid yet. It's more of like a thicker liquid.
Right.
Incorporating solid foods. So strawberries are probably going to be best for waiting a little bit longer until he gets more and more used to more solid foods, because strawberries have a tendency, I mean, not in all cases, but sometimes they cause a reaction. So anytime incorporating new foods into the diet, you should wait about 4 days. So since Jackson just tried the zucchini and the mango today, he seemed like he liked it, but waiting about 4 more days to incorporate any other fruits or vegetables.
Just to make sure that it doesn't do what? What is the purpose of the 4-day thing?
The 4 days is just so that we can make sure that Jackson's digesting it properly and that he doesn't have any negative effects. And you would be able to pinpoint exactly what it was that caused this type of reaction.
Yeah. This is so very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I also brought these seaweed snacks. They're pretty organic. They're safe for babies. They have iodine and iron in them as well. So just kind of like, they kind of dissolve on the tongue a little bit. So even just having little pieces is good to have seaweed in the diet as well. And incorporating sprouts, lettuce. I know Jackson loves bananas. That's just the easy one.
Yeah.
So yeah, just trying new foods and incorporating more and more greens with foods he already likes. So like I said, for the zucchini, we mixed it with the avocado and some sprouts, but you can also make a mango dressing with that as well. Or even bananas. I mean, you could kind of mix it together.
I would eat that. That's so yummy to me.
I was researching milk, like, is it healthy for us? And for babies, breast milk of their human mother is optimal.
Right.
Whereas if you're feeding an infant, cow's milk is really terrible for them because they have higher fat and protein contents. It's a different animal altogether, and so that can be really dangerous. And so the mother's breast milk is the
best
food for the baby. Then I just started rediscovering all these fruits and vegetables, a whole food, plant-based diet, and why people, I was just so wondering why people have gotten so far away from the dinner table and have made it, the restaurant is now where we go to socialize.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's all about taking the time. And all this array of color, we have green, we have blue, red, yellow, orange, green and brown, yellow, green. I mean,
I know, it's so pretty.
Yeah, these all have different phytonutrients, which are so important to the growth and development of our cells and our brain and our bodies. So teaching the kids really, really good habits in the beginning, and they're getting optimal nutrition with it not even being cooked. I mean, you can cook it the best way. I mean, for blueberries, since Jackson wouldn't be able to eat a whole blueberry like this, we would have to puree it. But if you wanted to just kind of have it in some hot water in the pan and just kind of puree it with hot water and then wait till it cools down and feed it to him like this, I mean, that's also good.
And that will still keep the nutrients in. It won't...
It will diminish a little bit, but it'll have a sweeter flavor.
Okay.
Instead of maybe something
it'll make the sugars concentrated.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Like, as adults, we kind of, you know, get easily convenienced with the cheaper foods or processed packaging, things like this, but really sticking to the natural way, which is best for babies who are very sensitive already and new to everything. It's best for adults too to really realize that natural, plant-based, raw food is for optimal health.
Say, where can we find more information about it?
Yeah. More information about raw food, plant-based living. Well, there are so many, I mean, if you just type in Google vegan kids or raw food or plant-based living, like, you're going to find a plethora of information. I right now host a Facebook page where I just post all this positive information about eating plant-based nutrition.
And so what's your Facebook page? What is it called?
Vibrate Life.
Vibrate Life.
Yep.
So facebook.com/Vibrate Life.
Exactly.
And this is Brittany Blaisnick. Thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing us.
Yes, and thank you Chastity and Jackson
You're
for allowing us into your home.
Yeah, for being our guinea pigs. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Of course, thank you.